Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Hope you have a wonderful day. In today's video, it's based on a post that we saw in social media. Rather interesting when it comes to couple finance. I guess first time opening up bank account of some sort.
I think so.
Opening up the couple finance before or after marriage. And you know what? I'll let you go through summarize what happened in this post because it is kind of long.
It's quite long, but I will just summarize it.
Yeah.
So this that's the wife that posted on it.
And so a couple married.
Yeah, a couple that married 2 years.
Yep.
And then she went on. Recently got married. Husband given me all access to his account to pay bills, and she quickly learned that they're not in the same page on spending money.
Yeah.
He get upset for many things that if he doesn't get luxury, he spent a lot of money, and then she realized he doesn't have any saving. He maxed out the credit card. He earned good income, but he doesn't save.
No asset, have a lot of debt, no saving account. I guess week in week out type of lifestyle.
Yep.
Love having a high luxury
like
product.
To go like a first class or
fancy dinner. Go on the high end hotels instead of being a budget.
Because he earned good money, I believe. There's no figure, but I believe so. And then he opened up his account, like share his assets to the wife, and then that's how she learned it. I messed out all the credit card, and he got upset if doesn't have the best of the best.
Yep.
Anyway, and then but on the other hand,
the wife, on the other hand, that's her profile. So we've got two profiles. So we understand the male side of it. Now let's go to the female side of it.
So before they got married, she had her business, sold it. She bought her own home before marriage, paid off, and then she still have another business making good money. And she did a calculation. Her net worth is over 7 figures.
So she's got a lot more asset compared to him.
She doesn't have a credit card, no debt.
Whereas he's got credit card bills, juggling. Went for a business adventure, I think was another one.
Yeah.
And
but still paying off the loan.
Work out.
Yeah.
So you had to pay off that.
So that's the background. And the problem is now she has access to his account, but he doesn't have access to her account. And he's asking for that. And she's like, what if I open it up and he will spend all my money? And then the issue is they've been arguing a lot because of he wanted access to her account, and the husband want her to pay off his credit card and his luxury item. They only been married for 2 years. And so her question is, how do you share your finance with your spouse? Do you have joint account? The lady asked, if I give him access, I'm afraid we won't have anything. He spent money like water. And she liked T-shirt from clearance rack at Target. Me too. Any clearance.
So for us, if we were doing that, if we were back to where we started.
Yeah, I was grateful that you very straightforward, you're blunt, you just ask, like how much do you earn? I can't remember, but it was
I don't know how it worked, but
it was dating, you were asking about a lot of finance. I think not looking backward, but I think I highly suggest anyone before getting married, please understand your partner's finance situation.
Now, mind you, when we were actually dating, I was in negative. You were on positive. You already you've got a property, you've got saving, you've got all of these assets behind you, and I gotta pay off a loan. I gotta pay off this.
It's okay. You're always behind me. Don't worry.
Overall, I was straight open, and it's like I never asked for you to make a payment or contribution to any of my bills because that was what I did wrong when I was young. However, how did you feel actually when you?
I was not thinking much. No, it wasn't serious to me at that time. Like, I mean, me and you dating not that serious.
Yeah. So I was just focused on paying off my bill, and we live together. But we're just trying to hammer as much as I can towards that bill.
Because for my previous relationships, never talk about finance, not that in depth. And then No one tell me about credit card debt, and I never had any, so I didn't know that's a thing. Yep. So I was being very ignorant. Okay, everyone will be like me, like save money, no credit card, be smart, don't use credit card. As a debt, yeah.
So I did a lot of, I guess, silly things when it comes to money in early 20s, like late teen or early 20s or so. And yeah, I was working really hard, day and night type of thing, trying to pay it off as quickly as I can as well. But if I was in that situation, if you have a net worth asset in 6 figures,
I wouldn't share with you.
Would you share it with me?
I'll tell you, well, I earn way more than you, but I'm not going to tell you how much but then once the problem is they've married for 2 years.
Yeah. So
if you don't open up about that, that's a bit awkward. Would that be?
That's
why like, you should open everything up before you get married.
Yeah, for us it feels like you're a roommate instead of like having the same
not
goal.
really roommate, but then it's too.
It's a bit awkward because especially when it's like a separate finances and whatnot.
I know you share the same last name. Well, I didn't change mine, but most of the people they change, right? You share the same last name. You share a house or bed, or you share a lot of things, but you don't share about your finance. Maybe you don't have to share 100%, but at least have a joint account. I think if I were in a situation. At
the very minimum, it's like, okay, then have a pool or maybe a joint fund.
That's how we started.
We started with that.
Joint account.
We started with just go, listen, let's have all of our expenses in our house or whatever bills that is accumulating to live in this home or so in that joint account. So anything that we spend, for example, groceries, paying all the bills, just come from that sinking fund. And then throughout time, when we were really serious, we're like, okay, we're thinking of buying a house, investment property and whatnot. So we've got no choice. When we go to mortgage broker, we have to open up all of our finances.
Yeah.
So we had to, I guess, open up everything.
I think that helps though, because we want to invest and we need to know how much you earn, how much debt you have. There's no, it was 100% transparent.
Yeah,
so and we know that both of us were honest.
Yeah, even the loan, it's probably it helps us in terms of our borrowing power, borrowing capacity, and understanding as what do we know personal finance wise. What do we know, and how do we go how are we going to do this in a long term? For example, at one stage we were like, okay, my income goes for the expenses, your income just goes straight to the saving in order for us to have a deposit.
But that's after we open up everything.
Correct. And then we have a goal plan. It's like, okay, then if we were to do certain things, we have a plan in place and how do we tackle it to get there as quickly as possible. That helps a lot.
Yeah.
So the quicker that you guys open up to each other, the better it is.
But you only open up when you know
when you do, exactly.
If you're not serious, and then I don't know. Well, money can make it or break it. That's 100% true.
That's true.
So one of our friends, similar situation, dating, and then
after 12 months.
But money is one of the the trigger point. But there's other underlying issue with them. So it didn't work out.
There's a friction when it comes to money conversations in any couples, in any. It doesn't matter which generation you're in. It doesn't matter where you are in terms of the relationship. There will be friction. However, you gotta get comfortable in that.
Correct.
So
if I were that
lady, I wouldn't open up because you've got a lot more asset. But at the same time, you might.
So that means I shouldn't open up to you at that time. I shouldn't, huh?
Well, if we didn't, if I were to see this again, like for me, there's the potential of like it's gonna break the relationship.
No, I won't open up if I were her, only because not only because the husband's spending habit.
Correct. Until such time as he fixed it.
Yeah.
Which is what I did. I fixed my own problem, and like I need to sort my finances out.
But you didn't spend anything.
I know. But I was so
you still
focused.
Don't like me spending stuff.
I was so focused on just paying off the bill, get rid of the debt, figure out my finances. I need to plug all of those little holes in order for us to move forward to the next level.
But I think for the issue is communication as well.
I think so.
So one is he's not telling her the truth about his spending habit, and second, she's not like when you book hotel and thing, maybe just tell him what you're booking and don't give him these like or he's expecting for the best, but you just booking for average.
Yeah.
So maybe before that, do it. So it's more communication than money, but like what we said, money is a trigger point.
Yeah.
So if he fix his habit, open up. If he doesn't fix it, or maybe maybe show him something that you're comfortable to show him with.
If not, even just look, it's been 2 years, and like for us, our personal finance is like a report card. How are you going? Where are you at? Did you improve from this time last year? I mean, you guys been married for 6 months, 12 months, or whatever time frame it was that you guys talked about last time. And for us, it's a friction, it's a report card, and then hopefully that you're doing it for the better. If it's going the other way around, it might be a problem. As in, like, it gets worse.
Yeah.
So for us, I'd rather have our net worth going up instead of the material possession, let's say. But for other people out there, it might be the material possession is a lot more important. And instead of their personal finance. So that's where you guys have to sit down and figure out the values and understand where each other are at.
But I feel like once you're married or once you see that person as your long-term partner, you guys should work as a team.
As a team. We started like, you know what, let's go with the joint account.
Yeah, and raise concern that whatever you are not comfortable of the other person's, like, you're not happy with my spending.
Yeah.
And I'm not happy with your frugalness.
There you go.
You have to compromise.
Exactly. And that's where I learned. I learned I have to compromise because I come from an environment where I have to be really, really frugal because I've got all of these bills to pay. So, but now I have to learn, you really do need to spend some. You really need to enjoy life. But because I've been conditioned to just focus on paying off the bill, it's like, oh, okay, no, there's a certain element that I forgot to do. So I need to learn that. And in some people, it's the other way around. They have a big spending habit. They need to learn to stop doing the spending or be frugal side of it. So stop spending. How about pay off the credit card? Hey, how about a roller over, or
the priority.
The priority. Yeah. Understanding like what goals are you trying to achieve here. So
anyway,
that's just our 2 cents, by the way.
Yeah.
This is based on our personal experience. How do we go about doing things? Anything else?
No.
So don't forget to subscribe, comment, guys. See you next time.
Bye.